One important topic that we must consider when we talk about young adult literature is how we handle multicultural literature in the classroom. People define multicultural literature in many different ways. Two quotes that I found in Donna Norton's Through the Eyes of a Child, an introduction to children's literature, kind of sum things up. One of them says, literature about racial or ethnic minority groups that are culturally and or socially different than the white Anglo-Saxon majority in the United States is what makes multicultural literature. The other one calls it literature that focuses on people of color, on religious minorities, on the disabled, and the aged. That quote is by Violet Harris. So why teach multicultural literature? Well, for one reason, state and federal mandates require it, but there are many better reasons for doing it. The way our world is changing, it's becoming a required thing. Demographic shifts have been occurring in the United States. The population now includes even more people from Asia, Latin, and Central America, the Philippines and Korea, and Southeastern Asia, in addition to many other ethnic groups that make up the United States. Our changing culture in the United States demands that we do pay special attention to multicultural literature. Between the years 2000 and 2020, there will be 47% more Hispanic children between the ages of 5 and 13 in our country. In addition, 11 million immigrants ages 10 and over came to the United States in the 1990s. This accounted to more than a third of the nation's total population growth. Nearly 1 of every 8 U.S. residents between the ages of 10 and 19, which accounts for more than 4 million people total, was born in another country. Additionally, the United States Census Bureau believes our nation's population will more than double in the next 100 years due to the addition of over 1 million immigrants each year. And by 2059, they predict that all minority groups combined will outnumber whites in the United States. Furthermore, the technological advances that we continue to make every day will allow us to fax, email, video conference with, and telephone people who live at the other end of the world in a matter of seconds. So what role does multicultural literature for adolescents have in developing cultural sensitivity in young adults? Well, I think a quote by Donna Norton, again from Through the Eyes of a Child, an introduction to children's literature, does a good job of explaining it. She says that literature is appropriate for building respect across cultures, sharpening sensitivity toward common features of all individuals, and improving self-esteem of people who are members of ethnic and racial minority groups. There are a variety of benefits from offering multicultural literature studies in the young adult classroom. First of all, this study can help students gain understanding and respect for each child's cultural group identities. It teaches a respect for tolerance of cultural differences, including differences in gender, race and ethnicity, religious beliefs, sexual identity or preference, language, disabilities, and age. In addition, multicultural literature study allows students to gain an understanding of and a respect for universal human rights and fundamental freedoms. It prepares students for a responsible life in a free society and increases knowledge of cross-cultural communication strategies, perspective-taking, and conflict management skills to ensure understanding, peace, tolerance, and friendship among all peoples and groups. In all of this, too, consider this. It's not only the majority students who benefit from the study of multicultural literature. Students who are in the minority can benefit as well. It is shown in many studies that there is improved self-esteem when students of minority cultures or groups are allowed to study literature in which characters like them have successful dealings with other characters and solve problems in a positive manner. Please continue your lesson by watching the video clip entitled Multicultural Literature Part 2.